President Trump had given Hamas until Sunday at 6 p.m. to give an answer to his 20-point plan. What we've received here in the last few minutes is a statement from Hamas saying that they are willing to give up all of the hostages, both living and dead, which has been a big priority for President Trump. But what we're not seeing, which is perhaps equally important, is an acceptance of all of the 20 points on the plan that was unveiled on Monday by President Trump alongside Prime Minister Netanyahu. And so that's going to be key to seeing what the U.S. response is now. The idea that some of these points, which we've talked to experts who have said certain things like Hamas agreeing to unilateral disarmament might be very difficult for Hamas on the ground in Gaza to accept. And so looking to see what those discussions look like, where the two sides remain apart, and what they might be able to come to agreement on there in terms of a path forward.
Hamas says that regarding those other matters, that a unified national stance is needed to address any relevant issues regarding the future of the Strip. What does a unified national stance mean in this context?
Well, that's a great question. There's been an open question about who will govern in Gaza after the war. I was a couple of weeks ago in Jerusalem with Secretary of State Marco Rubio and with Prime Minister Netanyahu, and I asked them both about the planned Israeli offensive since August to go into Gaza City. And what both had indicated was that they were hoping there would be a way to bring the war to an end, for Hamas to give up the hostages without that having to happen in terms of that potentially devastating operation. But for Israel, it's key that this October 7, 2023 terrorist attack, 1,200 people killed, many more taken hostage, that this never could be repeated. And so whether that is the Palestinian Authority, which there's been some skepticism, certainly for Israel not acceptable for Hamas to remain in power, that's a key question for us going forward.